이건가요?
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it.
오호.
Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
그래, 아는 게 힘이 됐어.
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No?
깍치지 마라.
One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned.
계속 레벨리오를 하면 스크롤이 나와요. 오호. 많이 써라 이거네. 알겠습니다. 갑시다. 자, 레비오소.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger.
전투력 급상승 시 실질적 스승이라니.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast?
네.
This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent. As man, good. Now, well done.
Levioso!
이렇게.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by duel.
스파르타.
We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso!
This should be easy.
Protego!
Protego complicates things.
Stupefy!
Good form.
I know!
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner. Levioso!
All my students with this adept. I do enjoy a lively duel.
뒤져라.
Watch your opponent for signs to attack or defend yourself.
Not bad for a beginner.
스토파이 쓰면 되죠.
You give as good as you get.
그거는 이제 반격 카운터니까 말은 안 해도 어른이 쓰는 거지. 기본 마법 쪽으로 들어가는 거 아닐까요?
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen
아씨
today is
꼬우면
any
너도
indication,
쓰던가.
we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
네, 열심히 배우겠습니다.
All right, that's enough spectacle for one day.
수업이
Class is
간단간단하네.
Nice work.
Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
니들은 5학년이 됐는데도 지금 레비오스를 차 안 배우고 있었다는 것도 문제가 아닌가?
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new
그러니까
student to be
나는
so
그런데
deft
다른
and
애들은
Then again,
그거에 대해서 저
perhaps
활용
this wasn't your
방법도
first duel.
모른다는 것 자체가 문제잖아요.
In fact, it
없어.
was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain
비밀
exclusive,
결투 클럽.
unsanctioned dueling organization.
재밌겠네.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke
저기
and
가면은
Brattleby near the clock
지팡이
tower
손잡이를
entrance,
이쁜 걸 받을 수 있다.
if you're interested. Till next time.
그래.
Revelio.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Revelio.
자, 그다음 마법수업. 난 빨리 호그스미드에 가고 싶다고. 수업을 빨리 들어야 해. 뭔가 문제가 많이 생기는 소리가 들리는데.
Revelio.
여기 혹시 들어갈 수 있나요? 퀴디치 고글. 혹시 이래놓고 여기 막 여자 화장실이야 뭐 이런 거 아니겠지? 여자 화장실이었나 보네. 아, 죄송합니다. 여기가 남자 화장실.
Revelio.
여기서 뭐가 안 보이는데. 여튼 보물상자는 나중에 찾고. 수업을 들으러 가보겠습니다. 점성술이랬던가?
Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
안녕.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met
아니,
Professor
다
Ronan?
처음이야.
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the
재밌으신
art of
분이네.
charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here
색상
tell me the
변경과
difference
성장 마법.
between the
색상
incantations
변경은
of
색상을
the
변경하고
color
성장
change
마법은 자라게
and
해주는
growth
마법이지
charms?
않을까요?
Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
유쾌하신 선생님이네.
Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
소환 마법이요?
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review.
아하.
Everyone get
나
into
사이가
pairs
그런
and take positions
애칭.
on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
아시오 끌어오는 마법이죠. 우리나라 말로 번역하면은 가져와.
That is not bad.
가져와.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here.
가까이 있는 건 이제 보고 하는 거고 멀리 있는 거는 이제 물체의 이름을 이제 얘기를 해야 되죠. 아시오 같은 경우는.
I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
뭐대 이거? 공굴리기?
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
하면 되나요?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm Accio at last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. Splendid!
요쯤 멈추면 평균 한 4-50점 쭉 끌어서 요쯤 딱 멈추면 된다는 거지. 딱이구만.
Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge?
좋지요?
Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red.
네.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Let us see this.
오호. 50점. 탁 해서 쳐버려. 이러면 안 되는데.
Watch this.
오케이.
That is how it's done.
뭐 이렇게 해서 저거를 탁. 아이고. 너무 밀어줬다.
Brilliant. Here we go.
쭉 끌어와. 밀어버려. 그렇지.
Ouch! Well played.
이거지. 뭐 요정도 간단하게 우승부 어떠니?
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
어떻게 해야 더 재밌는데요? 아하.
I think we are well past interesting at this
그러니까.
point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this.
토독 떨어져.
I'll
그렇지.
get you back for that.
내가 좀 게임 센스가 있거든. 쭉 그냥 끌어오는 거야.
There we go.
Accio.
Do not think I will start going easy on you now.
으앙!
Stay focused.
그러니까요.
Be sharp. That is how it's done.
전 이 친구를 떨어뜨리면서 제가 승리를 가져가겠습니다. 따라와. 폭. 아이, 뭐 완전하게 밀어버려서 이길라 했는데 뭐 요 정도로 마무리하겠습니다.
Very good, both of
너무
you.
이렇게
Well done.
상대방을 짓밟아버리는 것도 그 승자로서의 그 여유가 보이지 않기 때문에 어느 정도의 자비를 베풀었죠.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
고마워.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I
너도
first
전학이야?
arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here.
그치?
Hardly anyone at
저거는
Ouagadougou
이제
uses one.
그거 있죠. 와칸다.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite
아직
fond
그
of
비보라늄
using wand.
떨어지기 전이라서
It
와칸다라는
seems
나라가
very
없을 수도 있어요.
dramatic.
고마워.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts.
6시 현지
I think
시간
Professor
6시
Vernon wants to talk to
1차적으로
you.
오늘 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 저도 이제 밥을 먹으러 가야 될 것 같고
Of course.
일단
Beyond
1차적으로